Well, welcome everyone. It's Monday night, time for our course spotlight. I'm Kathy Lawson, Chief Knowledge Officer of the Great Discovery. And these are our times to learn from each other, learn about the great content that's on our platform, and learn about what you can take out there and promote to people that want to learn about our platform. So tonight we have Mike Hayes presenting. Mike is a seasoned media marketing literacy expert and course creator with a diverse career spanning decades. His journey began with NBC TV and radio networks in New York. He is a two-time Peabody Award winner, recognized for exceptional work in documentary storytelling. He serves as content dean for the AI Super Campus, where he leads initiatives to educate and empower individuals in leveraging AI for business networking and success. His focus is on promoting actions and activities that enhance human kindness and contribute to the greater good. His mission is to foster an environment where knowledge, innovation, and compassion intersect. He is committed to driving positive change through education, storytelling, and the strategic application of AI, ensuring that these advancements serve humanity's best interests. And so tonight, Mike is going to talk about his course called the Spotlight Tonight Show. So Mike, with that, it's all yours. You gotta unmute.
Mute? Am I unmuted?
Yes,
And
you are.
I
There you
wonder,
go.
do I need to optimize? I'm going to share a video. So I'm going to optimize for video, says okay. And I'm going to optimize.
And make sure you share your sound.
Yeah, I'm going to share my high fidelity sound from the course.
Okay.
So I've done that, and now I am on the course. So I'm going to play the video. What I'd like to do is play the video of the course. This is the course right here. And let me get to the video of the course. Here we go. Can you see this okay? Okay, so I think this will speak for itself, and then we'll take questions. So here we go. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Hayes. Now, you know how we have the Spotlight Show on The Great Discovery, the one that features a different course creator every time. Well, that gave me an idea. What if we all work together to expand The Great Discovery's reach through a collaborative approach combining The Great Discovery, the Spotlight, plus my experience working backstage of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, and what if we fused it all together into one powerful outreach experience? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing with The Great Discovery Spotlight Tonight Show. It's a $10 premium course that actually gives you the equivalent of 5 courses for the price of one. That's how I want to explore what the CEO of Google's DeepMind calls radical abundance, an important mindset for the AI frontier. I like to think of these little courses almost like a lift, an Uber ride to radical abundance destinations. Oh, my bad. Try it again. I think I can pick up. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike. Where I was. Mindset for the AI frontier. I like to think of these little courses almost like a lift, an Uber ride to radical abundance destinations. Short, affordable trips that take you right to the frontiers of opportunity. Now, inside the one course, you'll discover the 5 foundational courses that power the Great Discovery AI Super Campus. Podcast listening, learn how to create conversations that connect. ChatGPT networking, master AI communication for real human success. 3, love local networking. Build heart-centered, community-based hospitality to introduce the Great Discovery to new people. Number 4, AI local support. Grow your education and your network through the Great Discovery funnel with the AI local support team. And 5, AI Super Campus. Learn from and receive smart, simple email communications with MailSoftly. And here's the best part. When you join, you'll also learn how to feature your own course as a spotlight on the Great Discovery Spotlight Tonight Show. So together, we can shine the light wider, reach more learners, and grow the Great Discovery collaboratively, creatively, and globally. Let's work together to make this the start of something extraordinary for everyone. So I hope you'll try this little $10 course to reach your destination. All right. So that's part 1. And then I've got, what is the spotlight? So I work backstage of the Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Of course, we have one guest after the next, after the next. And so that's what I thought. Why don't we work together, and I will, if you buy this little $10 course, I will produce a spotlight for you that we can all then promote out to all the different 5 channels. So I'd like you to watch the course, and then you can connect with me, and I will interview you for free as part of the $10 course. And then we will create a spotlight like the one I'm going to show you next. So this will be a spotlight that we will feature about your course on the Great Discovery. So let me show you what a spotlight looks like next. Okay, I think you can see this.
You know, the world of AI is moving at this insane speed, right? And trying to keep up can feel like you're untangling 1,000 threads all at once. But what if the key to getting some clarity wasn't about some new technology, but about a timeless way of turning all that chaos into real understanding? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to get into. So does this look familiar? You open up your social media and bam, you're hit with a dozen new AI tools, 100 different opinions, and pretty soon it all just kind of blurs together into this digital static. It is so easy to feel lost in all that noise, wondering, where's the actual, story here? And that feeling leads right to this cycle, doesn't it? You're just scrolling and scrolling, consuming tons and tons of content. But at the end of the day, you're just left feeling, well, overwhelmed. And here's the thing. Just passively consuming information doesn't lead to real understanding. It's just noise filling up the space. So how do we break that cycle? How do we get out of that rut? Well, the answer isn't some brand new, complicated trick. It's actually about going back to a fundamental way we, as humans, have always learned best, a truly timeless method. And what's so cool is that this method, it's not new at all. It's like this golden thread that runs all the way through human history. Think about it. The most effective communicators have always been incredible explainers, from the simple, powerful parables of ancient teachers, to the way someone like Steve Jobs sold a vision, not just a product, but a whole creative lifestyle. And right up to today, with communicators who give clear, actionable advice. They all use story to make complicated ideas actually stick. And this really brings us to a simple but really powerful truth, and it's captured perfectly in this quote from storyteller Mike Hayes. We are just fundamentally hardwired to learn from stories. It's in our DNA. Mike Hayes, he knows a thing or two about this stuff. We're talking about a 2-time Peabody Award-winning storyteller for NBC. The guy's a master of the craft. His entire career has basically been about making information clear, engaging, and, most importantly, human. So, what's the big solution that he champions for cutting through all that noise we were talking about earlier? It's a concept called the storytelling explainer. So, what is it really? Well, think of a storytelling explainer as a method that takes something really complex, like AI, and makes it clear and totally human by wrapping it in a narrative. It's the difference between just hearing a random fact and having that information actually, stick in your brain. Okay, so how do we actually apply this ancient technique in our crazy modern world? It's about being intentional. It means shifting from that mindless, endless scrolling to focused listening and learning. It's about engaging with stuff like a really good podcast or a clear explainer like this that's built around that very principle of story. Now, this is not about adding another thing to your to-do list. Not at all. It's about changing the way you learn. It's about making a conscious choice to slow down so you can truly understand what's going on. I love this slide because it lays out the 2 choices we have so clearly. Over on the left, you've got rushing to failure. That's the frantic scrolling we talked about that just leads to feeling overwhelmed. But then look to the right. Storytelling success. This is about slowing down, focusing, and even using AI tools in a smart way. Not to create more noise, but to help you make sense of the stories you're taking in. All right, so what's the big payoff for choosing that second path? What do you actually get out of it? Well, the result isn't just more knowledge, it's a feeling of genuine empowerment. And all of this, every bit of it, is driving toward one single, really powerful goal. And that goal is this: to feel genuinely ready for the AI frontier. And not just for the good parts, but for the bad and the ugly too. It's about trading that awful feeling of being overwhelmed for real confidence and clarity, no matter what comes next. And the skills you build along the way are incredibly practical. I mean, by learning through story, you actually become a better storyteller yourself. You start to communicate better. You can explain your own ideas more clearly. You connect with people on a much deeper level. You get better at finding common ground, and you even get better at disagreeing in a constructive way. Ultimately, you just build stronger connections in every single part of your life. So, we're going to end with a question for you. When you're faced with this constant flood of information, this method offers a clear way forward. It's a choice to stop just consuming and to start truly understanding. So, the question is, how will you choose to cut through the noise?
If you're listening, chances are you know the feeling. You're battling that modern information war,
Yeah, absolutely.
staring at the constant stream, right? The social media scroll, the articles, and now all the noise from generative AI.
It's a lot.
You're consuming, sure, but are you actually learning? Or
Oh, hey there. What's up?
Hey guys, it's me, Mike Hayes, and I'm in the audience listening to our podcast. And I want to jump in with some AI audibles from time to time, just so people can hear how we can podcast interactively.
Mike, that is fantastic. We are so glad you're listening, and thanks for jumping in.
Absolutely. What an amazing opportunity to showcase exactly what we're talking about today.
Okay, guys, there you go. Wait, there's more in the $10 course. So it's that simple, but what we have to do is we have to keep humanity in AI. So I use AI co-hosts, but I interact with them. I don't do podcasts unless I, as a human being, am also in the podcast. I call it calling in AI audibles, so that as AI is maybe helping to tell a story, I'm interacting and I'm calling in the human part of it. Our humanity and our spirit of humanity and innovation. So the course is only $10. There's actually 5 courses built into that. Each one is worth at least $10. And so I would say it's a $50 value for $10, but wait, there's more. So if the first 3 people who buy the course, watch the course, go through it, so we can talk about AI and what's current and learn more about storytelling. Then I will interview you about your story, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. I want to learn more about it. And I want to help people to understand that the real safety and joy of AI is in the middle, not extreme left or right, but really bridging communication so we can all come together in a very happy way and really building bridges of communication. So I want to help tell your story, just like I worked backstage at the Tonight Show. I saw exactly how it operated. And I think we can have a lot of fun with it, but then we can also share it better, share it collaboratively, because we're going to have more and more people on the Spotlight Tonight Show, everybody getting a feature story. And I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. But it really is not about AI alone, because I think AI is like a big bubble machine. It just creates an endless number of empty bubbles that actually make it more difficult to communicate as human beings, not less difficult. So if we don't keep our humanity as actual people in our AI communications, we're going to be lost in an ocean of empty soap bubbles, making it more difficult to communicate. So as you can see over my shoulder, I love local networking channels. That's Ryan Reynolds, who was featured as one of the top 100 entrepreneurs in America because of his entrepreneurial spirit. So anyway, be happy to answer any questions about the course, taking it, and me interviewing you to create a spotlight for a future Spotlight Tonight Show right here on The Great Discovery.
Thanks, Mike. Questions or comments for Mike? There's a couple of questions in the chat, or mostly comments. Anybody want to ask a question? Go ahead, Beverly.
Yeah, I think this is a great idea and stuff. I love podcasting and the way you describe what you're doing, it sounds very interesting. So, how do we have to just go chase your course down on the Great Discovery, or is there a
I will
link you're going to put it in?
Thank you for the question. I put it in earlier, but it probably got erased when we changed the gears here. So I will put it back into the chat box. It's $10. You can click on it. And my contact information is in the course, so you can just reach out to me. I'd like you to watch the course first, of course. so we can have a more meaningful conversation. And then I'll interview you about whatever you do, and I will create the spotlight for you. I will, even if you don't show up for, the spotlight, I will play it for you. But what we really want to do is get everybody co-promoting the Spotlight Tonight Show and the Great Discovery through all 5 channels that are outlined in the course. That's, I think, really the key.
Well, it sure can't hurt.
Exactly.
Thanks, Beverly.
Uh-huh.
Anybody else?
Hey,
That's
Mike,
good.
Tim here. I love that. It sounds like a absolutely offer of $10. I mean, just the knowledge that you're going to be able to get in so many different things, of what a great concept, Mike. I love it. Good work.
Tim, I was in the direct response industry, and I always said to people, would you rather, would you rather have $100 from 10 sales or $10 from 1,000,000 sales? And it's all about volume, and that's what the direct response industry was all about, is selling in volume. So that's what I want to really be able to do, is create small courses. Now think of a small course like a little Uber ride to one place, but now you get a piece of that through the Great Discovery. So now we can really create in what Google calls radical abundance. And we're going to have 2 stories, 2 paths, either to radical abundance or radical scarcity, because if there's too much centralization. So we really want to start down the path toward radical abundance. And that is the spirit in which I am offering the course at $10, is toward radical abundance and sharing and growing through volume, and really being able to spread the word through local networking, through podcasting, through all of the avenues that I've outlined in the courses.
Great.
Geronda got her hand up.
Yes, thank you so much, Mike, for creating this course. And even your presentation was really a great mixture of storytelling. What I remember from my earliest days as a child are the stories that I was told, even over a lot of things I was taught. So thank you for combining that with technology. My specific question tonight is, when the spotlight is finished, when we purchase the course and work with you, then is that something that we'll be able then to continue to share out, and other
Absolutely.
affiliates will be able to as well, to direct them back to the Great Discovery? Okay.
100%. That's what it's
Fabulous.
all about, is all working together, helping each other in any way we possibly can, and really focusing on the key to success in AI is going to be human hospitality. We have to be kind and generous, and really offer hospitality to anybody and everybody we meet.
Thank you so much. This is great. Love it.
Thanks, Geronda. Beverly?
Yeah, that link that you put in there put me into your back office as to where you create that course. I don't think
Whoops.
that's the one you want to start sharing.
We'll look
Okay.
for it.
All
We'll look
right.
for it. We'll get it on there. I'll take care of it. Yeah.
So I would make sure that gets taken off, because they're going to change your course and everything else. I mean, because I could do anything in there. So
Really?
yeah.
Well, that's not a good idea.
No, that's not a very good idea. So I thought I better make
I
you aware
appreciate
of that.
Well,
So
the thing is, that's why I love ChatGPT networking. I learn more through networking than any other thing, honestly. We all need each other. We all help each other through networking, like what Beverly just shared with me was through networking, through that kind of help. Well, when we have that hospitality of sharing and helping each other through networking, honestly, I learn more through networking than any other way that I learned. And it's just fantastic. So thank you for that.
oh, you're welcome. And I'm going to agree with you on that, Mike. I've never been on a team like the team that we have here with the Great Discovery. It's
Boy, is that the truth.
and it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Honestly, I love the hospitality of the Great Discovery. Tim and Sandra, Kathy, and Bree, everybody's so welcoming. But that's the difference between so many companies that succeed and companies that fail. Look at Colonel Sanders versus Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A offers over-the-top hospitality, and it pays. So hospitality is the key to any great organization, and certainly I think the Great Discovery just absolutely excels at that in every meeting that I've ever been in.
Thanks, Mike. I did put the link to the course in the chat.
I did see that. Thank you.
Okay,
You mean
and then there's a
the right
question.
link?
There's
Good.
a question in the chat from Bailan that says, how long is the process from interview to spotlight, Mike? How long does that take?
It doesn't take long at all. We can just schedule it. It's really up to you. And if we need to redo it, you can listen to it. And if you want me to redo it, I want it to be great. I never interview anybody unless I think it will do them some good. So I want to make sure that they're comfortable with it, and it really represents them exactly. For $10, believe me, I ain't making any of this. Luckily, I have to say I'm semi-retired. People could say I'm retired, but a friend of mine said, well, what are you going to do? Work forever? And I said, no, only till I drop dead. So basically, I love what I'm doing. I don't have to do this. I do it for the passion, for the fun, and for the networking. I meet great people.
Fantastic. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mike. Tim, you got your hand up, sorry.
Yeah, I do. And Mike, I do want to thank you. If it's okay, if you've got your link out there, I want to invite up David Ingram, if you can, just for a minute, because he's working on a magnificent summit that's coming up towards the latter end of November. And is that okay if David gives
by all
5
means.
minutes to come up and share a little bit?
That's hospitality, Tim. Thank you.
All right, my friend. That was epic. I'm going to go check out that's $10. We got to get you on one of these summits, the Thursday summits with Bree and Alex. That's going to be
I've always been ahead of my time, but the way that AI is moving, I waited until I really felt I was ready, and now I feel like I have to do it. So
yeah, you got at least 10 minutes in the spotlight with AI these days, and then it's obsolete again.
Exactly. That's why I have AI audibles to keep current. So
thank you, Mike.
Thank
you were
you,
awesome.
Tim. Let's
see if we can get David Ingram up here on the spotlight. David, where are you, my friend? I see you somewhere.
I'm right here.
There you are. I don't know why you just blended in tonight. I was trying to find you earlier, and it's like, where did David go? There he went. So here he's at. Looks like now I can't find a spotlight for you. What the heck?
Maybe I can put my hand up.
There we go.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much, Tim. I greatly appreciate this. Been working on the New Beginnings Business Summit. I just want to share a second about who I am. I served as a faith-based missionary for 20 years in Puerto Rico and Africa. I built an orphanage and schools, and saw the opportunity of a lot of people to come to Christ. And my mindset growing up in the faith was really of that of poverty. I had actually taken a vow of poverty as a missionary, and so my mindset, it was really a debilitating way to understand the gospel, how to understand ministry, how to understand life. And I struggled a lot. It caused a lot of struggles in my life. And this last couple years, God's really been growing me and a tremendous understanding of how God has created us with the wisdom to make wealth and what the purpose of that is. And but it's something that I struggled with for many years. I know it's something that a lot of people have struggled with in the faith. And the New Beginnings Business Summit is something that I think is absolutely phenomenal. Tim is one of our guest speakers. The first time Tim and I met was on a fluke Zoom. I don't know if you remember that. It was supposed to be with everybody, and there was a link mistake. Ended up me and you talking, and it was a great conversation because you were sharing with me the vision you had for the Great Discovery and taking, where in Acts chapter 2, where they heard in their own languages. And I think that's very powerful and wonderful. And that was the reason I joined the Great Discovery, was that conversation, because I have a shared vision for that. The Business Summit, we have some awesome guest speakers. Tim is going to be sharing about the technology, the Great Discovery, and how we can reach people with around the world instantly. And so we got Dr. Stan Harris, Dr. Breakthrough, who's also part of the Great Discovery. He's one of our keynote speakers. Scott Schilling, who is a business coach, a phenomenal Christian man, had near-death experience. Last year, his coaching produced $37 million in revenue for the businesses that he coached. We have Michelle Sinclair, who's in Jamaica. So we definitely want to be praying for her right now, but strong Christian lady that's got how God taught her through prayer. She came to Christ as a financial advisor, working with people. 19 out of the 20 people that she was working with and knew, the reason she came to Christ is because of their testimony. And they were the most productive financially, they were the most secure. And of those 20 people, 19 of them were Christians. And the one thing that was common about all of them is they gave. And so that's, the testimonies are so powerful. The summit is going to be so powerful. It's a 2-day summit. It's November 28th and 29th. And I've done everything in the world to make it economical for everybody. We've done some pretty cool things. If you're a member of the Great Discovery, you get 20% discount. And I've put the link here and the discount code, which is TIMTGG. And so that's your discount. Also, we've got a referral program. So like after you get a ticket, you have an opt-in option where you can share about the business summit. You get $10 credit back for every person who uses your link and then gets it. We have for general admission, which is $47 for the early bird. It's over $1,000 in gifts. And we do have our first, we have 4 gold sponsorships, and we've gotten our first gold sponsor, which is Trip Valet. And through their sponsorship, they're giving out 2 $1,000 memberships that with the significant discount travel, and then the ability to give out cruises and resorts for an entire year. Everybody that's a platinum member is going to get a complimentary cruise or vacation. So we've pulled out all the stops, and what this is we're building. I've been building the New Beginnings hub, which is our channel on the Great Discovery. The guest speakers, several of those will have pages on our channel. So the content that they cover is going to be there. Like Dr. Stan and I'm sure Tim will have some things. Also, Ryan, who has an incredible lead generation program. All of this, Scott Schilling, they're going to have pages on the channel. And what we're going to do is you have the summit, and then 90 days after the summit, you get a complimentary checkup. So there'll be a time to come back and do Q&A with guest speakers to check out where you're at in your business, how you doing, and what kind of tips or tricks, what kind of advice you can get. And then everybody who attends the summit gets a complimentary 1 month complimentary for the New Beginnings Hub channel. So everybody who attends the summit will get 1 month free of the channel, and the full summit will be on the channel. And additionally, all the material that we've collected over the last year with over 50 interviews and guest speakers that are bringing back more and more content that will be on the channel. So we're super excited about this. It's really exciting what God has done. My goal has been from the beginning to help people live out their calling and give them the tools that they need to do that. The channel is only going to be $9.95, and then however much it is all over the world where we are. And every summit So we have the business summit, 90 days later, the checkup, and then 90 days after that, we're going to have the life summit with the coaches and speakers that we've had for relationship, overcoming trauma, autism. It's a whole gambit of life topics that will be for the life summit. And this will continue this cycle every year with a business summit, a checkup, a life summit, a checkup. And everybody who attends these get the first month complimentary for the channel.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Mike. I mean, David. So
Thank you. Yeah, and if anybody has any questions, let me know. The link is here, your discount's there. And Tim, thank you so much for being one of the speakers, and then also all that you've been doing to help me get the channel together. This is super exciting. It's you know, it's the second chapter of life, what God's doing right now, and I'm really excited about it.
yep. So the link, guys, is right in the chat. It says Business Summit 25, and there's a discount code is TimTGD, all one word. And I hope you'll take advantage of it. And I thank you so much for coming on, David. If anybody has any questions for David, you can hit him up. We're going to close out this session. And any questions for David before we wrap? Okay, guys, we'll post out some info on the summit as well, David. We'll get it out to make sure everyone's got a direct link in their inbox. And thank you all for joining in here tonight. Thanks, Dr. Kathy, for hosting, and thanks also Mike Hayes for giving us a little grace at the last minute to be able to get David in here to be able to talk about what he's got going on. Everybody have a great night, and thank you so much. And Renee Rice, I see you there. I didn't see you earlier. I'm going, where's my Renee? What are I do? She's back. And Bylon, there you are too. How are you, Bylon? And Kurt Roscoff. And all the other cool people. And there's Wendy up there. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And Raymond, how are you? Good to see you too, my friend. And Beverly and Christy. Hi, Christy. And there's Alan Smith. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Alan. And Kim Coleman. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And Judith, thanks as well. And of course, my favorite, Sandra, the most amazing girl in the entire world, next to Dr. Virgil Beasley, sitting there out from sunny California. Everybody, thanks for tuning in all. Bye-bye. Oh,
Bye,
and Gregory.
everyone.
Can't forget about Gregory.